everyone, it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of Women of Zal. Hopefully, in this episode, we will not almost die. Alright, so we've got a couple of options. We can go to our office, we can visit the castle library, travel to the city library, rest in bed for a few hours. Ooh. Well, we just got up. I mean, you know what, though? We almost died, and we used some mana, so let's rest in bed for a few hours. How about? Opting to rest up for the event, you quickly went back to sleep, surprised how calmly you were taking the whole affair. I can't believe those social justice morons actually tried their hand at murder. They're losing patience. I'll say, what did they think would happen when they attacked a place with 3 Zufos, 2 Greys, and a castle full of combat-trained women? 3 Zufos, I don't recall anyone attacking you. Well, no, but if they did, I'd defend myself just fine. Being taught how to fight and knowing how to are 2 different concepts, little one. And no one asked you to sneak in on this conversation. Well, Mom did want me to fetch you, so there's that. What does she want? Probably to make sure her impulsive 14-year-old is all right. Of course I am. The danger is past, hasn't it? And that's not how this works. See, when someone's home is attacked, everyone is on high alert for days. And if some poor bastard tries to attack a home with important players from all of Zal, well, then we have ourselves a situation. How bothersome. You left the Zufo group alone to continue to the dining room. Well, I'm glad you were not harmed in the attack, Lady Vicia. I understand our enemies are not fond of the status quo, but to attack even you. It was in their right to try, though I was just as surprised as anyone when I was attacked in my sleep. Did Lady Zuna save you too? Heard them coming a mile away? Stay quiet, sit, and wait for your meal to be served to you. Doesn't sound like she heard them coming a mile away. Maybe I'll just wait and let her talk. I suppose they just assume everyone in the castle is guilty of anything their little minds care to think of. Most unfortunate if you are right. However, it's all said and done now. There were 4 of us in my room when the attack began. Only 1 walked out. And that's all there is to my little tale. If I may be so bold, how do you go about fighting without your sight to aid you? You've read books of empowered individuals who lost their sight but gained a supernatural, unheard-of power, yes? Indeed. Well, we're having none of that here. I use echolocation and familiarity. A good reason to stay within the castle walls, wouldn't you say? You can use echolocation like that? Witzala, it's hardly a tricky thing, my child. More mystical that humans have been working on glasses that can help the blind using echolocation. Interesting. I suppose that you would be privy to such information. Indeed, but enough about these old brown eyes. Though I suppose they've long lost their hue, haven't they? Despite the attempt at normalcy, it seemed everyone who tried to eat leftovers were taking a more contemplative pace. Everyone save Vicia, returning to their very room where she had cut people down, seemed to do absolutely nothing to her mental state. The room was all cleaned up when you returned. The attempt on your life plagued your dreams until you woke up. Okay, Zena, new cycle, new chances. Let's get going. Let's go to the garden. No one seemed to be guarding the gate, and you wasted no opportunity walking further inside the garden. Ah, Zena, a pleasure to catch you when we're alone for a change. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah. I was half expecting this garden to still be under investigation. A pleasant surprise, isn't it? Though, why do people keep looking into the place? You took a seat next to Vicia. What could possibly be here that wasn't already discovered? The garden is vast, and even I question if I've explored every corner of it. Yeah, but it's Lady Zuna's garden. If it's connected to any illicit activities, it's going to make either you or her look very suspicious. And it's not like either of you are involved in anything so problematic. There's always a chance one of Zuna's usual clients snuck into the garden. There's also a very real possibility that whoever was trespassing before has done so in the past. I see. So it's a bit more complicated than it appears. Shoot. Afraid so, my child. But they'll reach the truth in due time. That much is certain. The two of you moved on to talk about how much the garden must have cost Zuna to create before inevitably parting ways. Yo, Zenny! Want to hang out for a while? I want to tell you all about the movie ideas that I had in my head, and I need to. Just talk about all of them. Sorry, hungry and tired. Another time. No, lay it on me. Let's go. All right. Let's go to your room so we can sit and chat. So, backstory. When I was on Earth, I learned about the different weather patterns that they have there. It's amazing just how much stuff they could just randomly fall out of the sky. Ice, water, ash, and even meat, apparently. I don't know about that last one. I swear it's true. Anyway, so like sometimes the rain isn't just regular old water. In places where there's a lot of junk in the air, they have something called acid rain. Acid rain, can you believe that? As in, they have to worry about acid rain eating away at their buildings and statues, which are, by the way, made of stone and metal. Yeah, acid rain is a thing. And I'm like, how are these people not absolutely terrified that they'll get their faces eaten away by acid? What would happen if people here on Zol had to deal with acid rain? And then it hit me. Movie idea. What if there was a post-apocalyptic Zol that is battered away by this acid rain that killed off 90% of the world's life, and women built structures? Everyone had to go build new cities underground, and if you ever wanted to step outside, then dodge. You'd need a team of badasses that all have these weapons called umbrellas that are their only shield against the onslaught coming from the sky above. Umbrellas aren't actually weapons. They're more of a functional fashion accessory. Waves her hand. That's like saying, oh, I think I'll bring a silver sword today. It matches my dress. Or this golden gun that doesn't match the swimsuit. Same difference. Leonixa rambled on about said team of badasses and their dramatic alliances and treacheries as they scaled the acid-eaten landscape until your hunger overtook your curiosity and you bade her farewell. Upon reaching the dining room, Zuna and the apprentice matriarchs were all sitting around the table trying sub-sandwiches from Earth for the first time. Your sandwich was huge, but you managed to devour it all anyways, though it didn't lessen your desire to sleep much. So that's exactly what you decided to do next. I am glad nothing like the other cycle happened. Still, what a day. You went to sleep faster than usual, dreaming of pink clouds and lollipops. We pretend that dream didn't exist. All right, let's... I don't even know if the library really does anything. Let's do it anyways. Let's go to the castle library. At least somewhat familiar with the layout, you dove into the stacks. Visit the nonfiction, fiction, find a quiet corner to nap. Let's do fiction. One of the first things to catch your eye today is a colorful spine sticking out farther than the rest. Upon closer examination, it's a picture book titled Summon Me Home by Kixa, a quick flip-through show of young girls befriending a little Zagroon. You smile as you put it back on the shelf and continue browsing. You find a few more such picture books hidden around the area, each just as wholesome as the last. Your exploration makes you feel inquisitive. Yo, yo, yo! I've got a story ideas. Want to hear them? Yeah, let's do that. All right, so this one is actually based on Earthling history, specifically that of the country of America. It's amazing, all the interesting background it has. Do you know that they even made this really popular modern Broadway musical based on it? You know what Broadway musicals are, right? Yep, of course I do. Hamilton is still a big thing there. I heard a number of songs from it. So yeah, that period of their history was so interesting. The people there were like characters in a story. These founding fathers are pivotal to the country's very creation. It's so neat having men be the ones creating a whole new country, isn't it? But since over there, the dominant sex is all backwards, the equivalent here would be like founding mothers, right? Oh, she's gained some sunglasses. All right. And so I was thinking, why don't we have a functional story of a new country being born, but in Zal, we'd have all of these different kinds of women trying to break away from this entity called the Great Empire. Writing up a Declaration of Independence, getting into arguments as to how it's going to be written, knowing that they're going up against the same empire that took over the entire canvas. How can this teeny little country to be ever win this war against the same empire from which they were born? And that's not even mentioning putting the damn country together once they won the war. Screw the movie. Woman, this could be a Dodge damn movie series. Leonexa rambled on about what each movie's storyline could consist of, and what sorts of details she could adapt from Earthling society to Zal's, drawing a couple of stares from passersby. She's an interesting one, that one. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.